Now back here at the Stand Sheriff Center. Dancing in the stands. There's a lot of it going on in the first set until the very end.
Long Beach last night led Hawaii 9-3 in blocks. Tonight, they weren't blocking too well until the end of that first set. Now they're leading Hawaii in blocks 7-5 with Hemmerling leading the way with 4. There you see him right there. He has some good blocking going on. And how about the digging of Nick Costello in the first set? 6 digs. He averages 2 a set. Now he picks up 6 in the first set. That's a pretty good, yeah, he's getting shook up right there by all his buddies saying, go dig 6 more.
Question is, how will Hawaii respond now in set number 2? Because sometimes it's almost easier to just get blown out in a set. Those are the painful ones when you have your opportunities, when you're on the verge of winning it, and then you see it slip away. So how do they come back and respond here in set number 2?
That's a great question. We'll see what the character of the team is like and to see how they respond when adversity shows up. Charlie Wade just addressed that the other day in practice. He said, how good are we going to be at responding to adversity? What kind of legacy do we want to leave as a team? Let's hope we want to leave the legacy of being one that's gritty and tough, perseveres, that kind of team.
So the first set goes to the beach, and they serve it up to get the second set going. JP Marks high off the fingertips. That goes down for the first point of this second set.
That block was ready and aimed and fired at JP Marks, waiting to block him straight down, and he hit the high hands that he missed in the first set.
Hey, we got some softball scores on the road. Hawaii beating New Mexico State 4-3 in game 1, and in the second game, 4-1. So Hawaii picking up a double-dip victory and sweeping the series. So continuing good news for the 14th rated Wahine softball team. Stephen Hutt trying to push it down to the backside. And then Crab, just a one-hand shove for the winner.
He's playing well. He's got 5 kills, 7 tries, hitting 6, and 8 tries, I should say, hitting .625.
And a baseball score, Hawaii got the bats working tonight. 10 hits in the 6th inning. They lead it 4-2 behind us at Rainbow Stadium. And that ball dug up and a good pancake dig. And Charlie Wade once again pointing to the ground and saying, come on, that's the second time. But it doesn't matter because in the end, Hawaii gets the point. And Charlie Wade just furious over there saying, watch the ball.
It was hard to see what here.
Oh,
you can't see the body got in the way there. He might have gotten his left hand on it. Not sure, but clearly it was right in front of Dan Hironaka, the head referee, and I think he had as good a look at it as anybody in the gym.
Charlie Wade kind of put the 2 fingers to the eyes as if to say, watch it. That ball hammered down, no question about that point.
A pretty good serve that time, and Long Beach State's passing much, much better than they normally do. The history on them this year is that the passing has been one of their bugaboos. Last night they passed very well. Tonight they're passing, I think, with good numbers as well.
And Hunt off to the fingertips of Sir John Nadezadin. Hawaii up
Steve Hunt's parents right there.
Yeah.
Jerry and Mary from Toronto.
Good dump shot, but Hawaii responding well. Then off the touch. There was definitely a touch, and finally, yes, they get the call. And Charlie Wade is just not happy over there. He's like, are you kidding me? Come on.
This is definitely a touch right there, yeah. Good call by one of the linesmen, got it.
Granted, it's tough to see. These balls are traveling fast. And the big hammer put down. That's Jeff Ornett. 3 serving 4. Hawaii up 1 here in the second set. Hutt puts it up, setting it up for Harrison Carroll. And that ball is blocked out. Or no, they said it was blocked into Carroll, then out.
Exactly.
And so it's point for the beach. Harrison Carroll immediately went into celebration mode as if to try to fool the referees. It didn't work. Back to Carroll. This time it is blocked out, and that will be point Hawaii.
One of the ways Hawaii can pass those jump floaters is to get down low like Stephen Hunt did just then, almost to his knees, and then pass up a perfect ball with your hands as opposed to with a forearm bump on your arms.
5-4 Hawaii. Steve Hunt knocks it over. Off the top of the tape, Harrison Carroll puts it up. Piscaro setting it up for J.P. Marks. The double roof, can't put it down. Another shot for Marks. Off the block, saved in the back row by Crab, and then flying in. And off the fingertips of Hawaii, getting the kill is the Surge.
Surge with a good swing at the time. Hawaii lined up well on that block, just didn't press over, did not compress their block either.
Sir-John Nadazdin. Marks again flying in, and again the big double roof. Nadazdin teaming up with Ryan Meehan.
Marks struggling with the block, especially in the inside sets. He really struggles. He goes running in and hits it right into Meehan, who's an excellent blocker, maybe arguably Long Beach State's best blocker.
6'8" and 6'8", side by side.
10 blocks to 5. Hawaii's got to turn that number around if they're going to stay in this match.
Carroll again off the touch, and that's going to be a point for Hawaii.
But Carroll he's like a magician. He finds some way to hit a fingertip, a fingernail, a forearm, an armpit.
And Harrison Carroll now halfway to last night's total. He has a half dozen, had 12 kills last night. Flying out of the back row is Crab. That ball ping-ponging around, but Hawaii wasn't able to get it over the net. Point for the Beach. And you can't speak enough about that young man out of Punahou School, Taylor Crab. And you said it, right? You said they were going to call. You wouldn't be surprised if they called his number a little bit more from the back row.
6 kills, 9 attempts.
That ball is, I think, off the head or off the shoulder of Piscaro, but it's all good. Although in the end, it's Ryan Meehan who puts it down. And now it's an 8-6 Long Beach State advantage here in set number 2. Back to serve is Brad Hemmerling. Oh, Long Beach making straight set work out of Hawaii last night. Things started off so promising for Hawaii tonight. They had a couple of opportunities to serve for the first set. Harrison Carroll off the touch, saved nicely over there by Connor Albright. And back over to the Hawaii side of the net. Hunt can't put it down. And then Crab goes cross court. Another great dig by Costello. Marks off the block. And Surge manages to put it down inside the triple block of Hawaii. Point for the Beach, and they get their biggest lead of this second set.
Might not be a bad time for Charlie Wade to call a timeout before the 15-point technical timeout. Instead, call one early, as you see the baseball score there.
2-run home run, we're told, in the top of the 6th inning, knotting that one up at 4-0. Hemmerling to serve it up once again. Costello with the pass. And then Nick West manages to find the Terraflex.
So it all started out with a pass. Costello with a really good pass off that Hemmerling serve, which was a very good serve in my opinion. And then Piscaro fed the 6'8" and West, set him nice and high, and he could hit over any block.
Carroll to serve it up for Hawaii. Good serve. McElderry with a good pass. Crab tries to swing off the block. Hawaii with an opportunity. Setting up Hunt out of the back row, roofed again. At the net, it is Ryan Meehan again taking advantage of the overpass and getting the point for the Beach. And they maintain that 3-point advantage at 10-7 now.
Very important for Hawaii to have Long Beach State not get out of contact. I think one more point, Charlie's got to call a timeout and keep the Beach within reach.
Nick West doesn't get a lot on it. Dug up and an opportunity. Surge can't put it down. Hawaii setting up J.P. Marks, and again that big block. And it's the Surge and Jeff Fournier teaming up, and those two guys at 6'8" apiece able to put that ball down, and it's a 4-point advantage.
Once again, J.P. Marks choosing to hit cross court as opposed to hitting down the line, maybe at a smaller blocker, but to continue to go into the big middle blockers, maybe not the right decision.